right, she's a consumer advocate and environmental activist, Erin Brockovich, the one and only. He is the chief national correspondent at Puck, Peter Hamby, who was just great on the show, and our returning champion and professor at NYU Stern School of Business and podcast host, Scott Galloway over here. Okay. All right, first one is for you, Erin, from the people. They want to know things. What's the most important thing the average American can do to reduce the exposure to forever chemicals and microplastics? Great question. I think about this myself quite a bit.
What you can do to reduce it?
Yes, your risk.
Well, first of all, if it's in your water, I always encourage people to know your own municipality and what's in your water, what's not in your water. PFAS is everywhere. It's, the biggest emerging contaminant in the U.S. So if you've got...
Who are you looking at?
Well, I'm looking over here.
Oh, these people. Okay.
You want me to talk here?
No. I mean, if you're talking to me, we can do it like this. I mean, talk to you. And then, talk to anybody you want. No. These people love you over here, I'm telling you. Okay, all right.
So now, honestly, the best way to get any PFAS, even at low levels, out of your PFAS, PFUC, whatever.
And what does that stand for? That's for what we call
perfluorooctanoic acid.
And it's what it really called forever chemicals.
Forever
right? Because
chemicals.
They never...
It's a family of about 13,000 different chemicals. But should I look over here? You guys have?
I understand.
We're going nowhere here with this.
I understand one of their effects is it makes you turn your head to the left. Is that
That's just kind of what I do.
okay. I'm just kidding. Okay. But so
well,
what? But how do we? Please do. I want to know.
So it is.
Doesn't matter. Oh, okay.
If it's in your water, the best way for your municipal system is you should have a reverse osmosis system on your house. But first of all, you have to know if you've got PFAS in your water, perfluorooctanoic acids. So I encourage people, know your water quality report. You should be getting one every 3 months. If you're not, make a phone call. Where's my quality report? So you actually know what's in your water.
So I should be, I've never seen such a report. I should be getting that from the state of California?
You should be getting it from your local municipality, a quarterly report of what's in your water.
Okay. I mean, if California isn't doing it, trust me, nobody's doing it. Because this is the place that does shit like that.
They're supposed to be doing it.
What's it?
They're supposed to be doing it.
They're supposed to be doing it. Okay,
Yes.
well, that's what we need here. More regulations.
That's
All
one
right.
of the first things you can do, but I'm not going to look to the left again.
All right. Scott, you've argued that GLP-1s could have a bigger impact on America than AI or space technology. Why?
If you look at our deficit, if you look at lower life expectancy, it reverse engineers to obesity. 70% of America is obese or overweight.
COVID was all about obesity.
92% of mortalities in COVID had an obesity-related comorbidity.
And I never heard Fauci get up there and tell the people that. That was one of my big gripes with how they handled it. They did not level with the American people. Instead of telling them, you know what, stay home, keep drinking, eat more, order food, don't get fresh air. They told, they were trying to, it looked like they were trying to, I know they weren't, but like, that would have been a good thing to tell people.
But the boring stuff moves the needle. One of the biggest things that ails us is inflation. The dollar's down 28% since 2000 because we spend $7 trillion on $5 trillion in receipts. We have fiscal insanity in this country. And any reasonable, honest adult conversation around reducing our deficit, all roads lead to the same place, and that is health care. If you were really serious about reducing health care, you would put out an RFP for 1 billion doses of GLP-1 and distribute them for free to every low-income household in America. If you really are serious about taking our healthcare costs from $13,000 per capita to $6,500 where they are in the rest of the G7, it's one way, it's GLP-1. And in terms of it being a more transformative technology, talk to someone who uses AI every day and is also on a GLP-1 and ask them what's had a bigger impact on their life.
When will state Medicaid, when will Medicaid and Medicare cover, or do they already cover these drugs? Because They cost $300, $400 a pop from the pharma companies. So, you know, if you're Medi-Cal or a state Medicaid service, like, you would think that they would be giving these out at cheaper rates to people because it does bring down hypertension, obesity.
Didn't
all
Trump, I seem to remember him having a big press conference.
You can
and saying,
buy direct from the manufacturer on trumprx.gov, but he claims he negotiated lower rates, but it's still not as low as insurance covering a statin.
But he specifically singled out this, of all the medications.
Calls it the fat shot.
The market is actually working here. The price for an average monthly GLP-1 has been cut in half. And if you, this is the first technology or healthcare thing in history where every time we wait for the next shoe to drop and think it's going to be bad, we thought chemotherapy was going to save everyone. And then we thought too much chemotherapy, you get leukemia. We're finding out social media does not just connect us, it does some other things. Every time we find out something new about GLP-1, it's a positive. They're now saying that it reduces the likelihood of stage 1 cancer going to metastatic cancer is actually been reduced by 50%. Every time we keep waiting for another shoe to drop, we find out, oh, it's actually a good thing. Everyone at this table is going to be on a GLP-1 within 24 months.
But if you live in Greenville, Mississippi,
not everyone at this table.
No.
Absolutely. They also found out some other.
Everyone should be.
Oh, well, it's not been around long enough, I don't think. What are the?
It's FDA approved. I trust our agencies.
Oh, and when did they ever lie? When did they ever get one wrong?
That's true.
So is.
Fair enough. I set myself up for that one. I think when you look at the studies around the upside versus the downside here, it's the most transformative technology in a while.
It is very transformative. It also saps, they have found, people's drive. I mean, your drive to eat, but also like your drive to work. You know, you're kind of like, companies don't like it because that kind of like eye of the tiger,
right.
That goes away in a lot of people when they take this.
Well, the fear is it doesn't want to make you eat less. It just makes you want less. That's the fear, right?
I don't want to want less.
Pro-vice.
Fair enough.
I can control my eating without a drug. I mean, you know, where's the psychology?
I said 30% of America, Bill.
What?
I think you're blessed with genetics that make it easy for you, and you have the money to eat well. I think there are food deserts.
Okay, but what? But I've showed this picture before of people like in 1969. I think you take any crowd shot, like them looking at the rocket going up for the moon landing. Look at the crowd. There's no fat people in the crowd. And trust me, cake was delicious in 1969. It was. Somehow they controlled it. For Pete, how much credit do you think Governor Josh Shapiro deserves for helping recruit LeBron James to the 76ers?
I reported this.
Well, he's a Jew, so none. I live in America. I know. I can read the writing.
This was a scoop I had at Puck a couple weeks ago during the Fanatics Fest in New York, which is like a big sports card trading festival. LeBron was there. He went to a club called ZZ's. Have you been to ZZ's? You been to ZZ's?
Yeah.
It's like a private club in New York. I haven't been there. Josh Shapiro.
I saw Fauci there.
Josh Shapiro was there having dinner with the Clintons, Bill and Hillary Clinton. They see LeBron James across the room. Bill says, "Come over here." Josh Shapiro stands up and starts jawboning him about, this is when he's a free agent, coming to Philly. Politico reported later that he really put the work in with Rich Paul, his agent, whatever. So, look, Josh Shapiro might run for president, but if you look at the tweets after he got LeBron coming to, he's up for re-election this year for governor.
This is complete
Hold on.
bullshit.
People in Philly are loving it. They're
loving it, but that's not why LeBron James did it. LeBron James did it because he wants to play with Joel Embiid, Maxey, and they got Jaylen Brown. That's why.
I'm just telling you what happened. I'm not telling you that Josh Shapiro made it happen. I'm saying that's what he was lobbying. It wasn't the real reason. It's an easy ring. He's got 2 years left. He plugs in nicely.
Okay. So we really were.
Are you mad about him leaving?
No.
Oh.
I'm a Knick fan.
Oh, okay. Well, congrats.
And have been my whole life.
That's why you're salty about the Sixers news.
I'm not salty. I'm just saying I know why LeBron James did it. Everybody knows why he did it. That's why he wants to play with the best players and the biggest chance at the ring. It wasn't because the governor. Oh, right. A politician wants me to do it. Yes. What do you make of the online trend, this is for everybody, of Nixon maxing? Nixon maxing.
What's that?
I'm looking. where young conservatives are rebranding Richard Nixon as a political icon. All I could say is, if you wait long enough, everything comes back in style, including apparently fucking Richard Nixon. I mean, God, give
Are
me
they
a
dressing
break.
like him? What are they doing?
It doesn't say Nixon
going like this?
maxing. Yeah, I guess. It's just, you know what it is? It's that edgelord shit. It's just like, we always have to find something that'll make the adults' heads explode. And, you know, anybody who was around for Richard Nixon is going to be like, Richard Nixon, you kids.
I mean, these young conservatives
Thank
will
you
be
very
upset when
much.
they find out Nixon founded the
Good to be
EPA.
back, people. Thank you.